Last time we mourned the death of the MAC as Michigan obliterated Kent State to take full control of that entire region and win their 7th game of imperialism. But this series never stops. It never stops moving until we get down to 1. And we have 2 frontrunners in Michigan, Missouri. Both of them have extra lives. A lot of other teams with huge territories. But 28 teams are remaining. We will get down to 27 today. So let's shuffle this wheel and get started. On episode 107 of College Football 25 Season-Long Imperialism, the next team is... It's Iowa State. Through 107 episodes, they have avoided any interaction with the wheel. And now they will finally go into battle. And they only have 2 choices. They could either face their in-state rival at Kinnick Stadium. That's the most likely choice because it's the North, East, and the West. But if they go south, they'll face Missouri, and the Tigers will play their 7th game of imperialism. Will we really see? I think it's 5 consecutive episodes of either Michigan or Missouri if that happens. So let's see if that does happen here. Let's spin this arrow and find out where Iowa State will be playing. That's going to be Northwest, and that's Iowa. So this is a game that was going to happen regardless. For most of the tournament, Iowa State and Iowa were just sharing their state and nothing else happened. Iowa finally played. They've expanded out. And now this Big 12 finalist will have to take on a relatively decent team from the Big 10 in the Iowa Hawkeyes. So let's set this up and get it going. Here we go. It's going to be Iowa at home. Just make sure my volume's at the right level. It is. Iowa's an 88 overall with one of the best defenses in the entire country. And on the other side, the Iowa State Cyclones, an 87 overall with a decent defense of their own and a slightly better offense than Iowa's. It's the battle for the Cyhawk. It's a classic rivalry. We're going to go with Iowa's home uniform, and Iowa State will also be in their home uniform because it's that maroon and white. I mean, sure. I guess that's their home uniform. So here we go. Iowa versus Iowa State. It's going to be a noon kickoff because it's about to be noon in real life. This is the 107th episode. We will finally crown a champion in the state of Iowa. Let's get it going. Now this is Iowa's 3rd game of imperialism. They've already played 2 different Big 10 matches. They beat Wisconsin in their opener, and they beat Minnesota in their 2nd game. It was a bonkers ending. Minnesota couldn't even get a kickoff because they went into get a field goal attempt off in the final seconds because they went to chew clock mode. Here come the Hawkeyes in their home stadium. There's the Children's Hospital. We'll do the wave again today. Also, shout out to Tom Grassi for raising $100,000 in a single day yesterday. That's unreal. And a really incredible accomplishment. It's crazy to see the type of community he's been able to build with that channel. We'll go over here and pull up Iowa's roster. Iowa State will start with the ball. They are a good team. They were ranked in the top 10 for a while. They're ranked number 11 here, but they had a couple of unfortunate losses that kind of derailed their season. But they're still alive in imperialism. And with 1 win, they can take over one of the biggest territories in the entire country as we get down to the final 27. It's going to be Rocco Beck starting in at quarterback for Iowa State. He fakes the handoff, drops back, throws a shovel pass. We've never seen that before. And that's complete to the tight end, Benjamin Brommer. Makes a good catch for a 5-yard gain, and the Cyclones have gotten started. I believe they have Abu Sama III at running back, number 24, or it could be Carson Hansen. I'm not sure. Looks like it might be Carson Hansen. Back to Hansen, off to Hansen. Hansen goes outside, and that is a good takedown there by number 30, Quinn Schultz, who is able to stop the Cyclones from getting a first down. So we 3rd and 1 here on the opening drive. This will really test Iowa State's mettle early on. Beck's going to come out in the shotgun. Abu Sama III is now in at running back. And he will hand it off to Sama. Sama gets inside and gets the first down. Tackle made by Ethan Herquette and Deontay Craig. A couple of possible NFL prospects for this Iowa defense. I mean, their rating is so high, and we've seen them struggle in early game situations, but they really turn it around late. And when it comes down to clutch time situations, Iowa really knows how to play. Back to the shotgun. Another run this time to Hansen. He gets outside, tries to set the edge, but Iowa's there to shut him down. Kane Entringer was one of the main guys there to shut him down. Or Cohen Entringer? Could be either one, I'm not entirely sure. It'll be 2nd and 6 now for the Cyclones. It's a very fierce rivalry. Short pass over the middle will be caught for a first down. That's number 9, Jaden Higgins, the senior transfer, who makes the catch and gets some space to get the first down. It's that beautiful Children's Hospital once again. Really one of like the top 5 traditions in all of college football. Possibly number 1. I feel like it might be number 1. There's a fake handoff. Beck gonna go deep. That's tipped up and oh my god. Jay Higgins almost had an interception there. He tipped it twice, and then it looked like he might have smacked it down himself. Like, took 2 hands and just knocked the ball away. Which is certainly a choice. I wouldn't recommend it personally, but, you know, you do you. Becht throws deep. That's going to be caught. And the ball is loose, picked up, and that's going to go in for a touchdown. Abu Sama III is the beneficiary. He recovers the fumble and takes it all the way in. Are you kidding me? One of the weirdest touchdowns you will ever see in Imperialism. This is what happens when you do 107 episodes of a series. You start to get the weird stuff. Abu Sama III. Let's see if this is a catch. Gets it, 1, 2, 3. That's absolutely a catch. It's definitely a fumble. And Iowa couldn't pick it up. And Abu Sama III just runs it straight into the end zone. Crazy beginning to the Cy-Hawk Trophy as the Cyclones. I mean, I have to credit that as a fumble recovery touchdown. I think I'm going to have to create a new stat line in the stat sheet just for that. Because how else do you do that? Like, are those going to be return yards? Or will they be rushing yards for Abu Sama? Like, how are they going to put that in the stat sheet? What am I going to do for that? I mean, they'll kick it off to Iowa. We'll see if the Hawkeyes can respond on offense. Truly insane. That return goes out to probably the 18-yard line. Here comes their quarterback. No, it's going to be Cade McNamara again. He's not listed on this roster because he graduated, but or transferred out or something. But still Cade McNamara, quarterback for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Takes a snap, hands off to Caleb Johnson. And Johnson is pushed back after a gain of 3. Iowa's offense has been efficient. They've been better than the sort of jokes would make you think in real life. And they're going to try and keep rolling forward in this tournament against their most hated rival, the Iowa State Cyclones. McNamara to Johnson. Johnson rolls to the right and cannot set the edge. The good stop by the Iowa State defense. Bo Frailer, the main guy there to make the stop. And that'll be 3rd and 5 for Iowa now. Iowa State was able to make a bunch of conversions, then they got absurdly lucky with a fumble recovery touchdown. We'll see how Iowa does here on their first 3rd down of the game. It's a pass from McNamara. He's got Johnson out wide. Instead, he throws deep. That's going to be caught for a touchdown. Caden Wetchin takes it all the way in, and that is how Iowa responds. A 77-yard score for Caden Wetchin, who is their jack of all trades. He's their Swiss Army knife, and he gets open for a deep ball touchdown. And we're going to have full-on chaos in the Cy-Hawk Bowl. Wow. Beautiful throw. Frailer couldn't catch up to him. And that was a, is that a corner or a linebacker there? Frailer is a safety, an MS? A master's in science? I don't know. It's a very weird setup. All right, here's the extra point for Iowa. It's good. 7-7, a 3-play, 81-yard drive for the Hawkeyes, and we have got a crazy game here. There's the kick. This is going to be returned to the 5-10. Early broken tackle, but he's only able to get out to the 16-yard line. So Rocco Beck going to get started here. He's going to hand it to Sama. And Sama is only going to be able to pick up 1 yard there. Iowa's defense doing a good job. Just a bonkers beginning. I wonder if this is going to act like the Florida Atlantic game where we just saw, I think 9? Well, it was 9 total touchdowns. I think the first 7 possessions resulted in touchdowns. Here's 2nd and 9 for Iowa State. Beck's going to throw. He's hit as he throws, and that'll be incomplete. Pass rush got there. They brought an all-out blitz to really screw with Rocco Beck's rhythm there, and it worked. And he might have had an opening there, or he was just throwing it to avoid a sack. Either way, it was a pretty neutral play. It'll be 3rd and 9 now. Difficult conversion attempt for the Cyclones coming up. Beck throws to the sideline. That'll be caught, but dropped. And Iowa's able to make a defensive stop, and they will get the ball back with a chance to take the lead and take full control of this ball game. The Big Ten has been incredibly dominant this tournament. Not quite as dominant as the SEC, but they're the only 2 conferences with over 20 victories so far. There's the punt. That's not to mention the fact that the Big 12 has also struggled mightily in this tournament. I guess that's what happens when you have a bit of a brain drain at the top when both Texas and Oklahoma leave. Those are your 2 best teams. What are you going to do after that? McNamara points out some defenders. He sends his tight end in motion. And there's going to be a run to Caleb Johnson up the middle. He gets some space and powers forward for 9 yards. Almost a first down there for Caleb Johnson. And it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 48-yard line for Johnson and the Iowa Hawkeyes. McNamara gets set up here. It's definitely another run formation. They're probably going to the left here to get an easy first down. Instead, it's a play fake. McNamara under pressure. Throws deep. That'll be caught on the sideline for a first down. That's Luke Lachey, the tight end, making the catch. Projected as possibly a 1st or 2nd round pick. I mean, it's tight end university. Iowa just throws these guys like corn. George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant. I'm sure there's many other examples that I can come up with if you give me time. And that's going to be a good play there to... God, I forgot his name. Caleb Johnson, the running back. He's able to pick up 4 yards and make for an easier 2nd down here. Got Philadelphia playing the Commanders in about an hour. I'm excited for that game. Should be a lot of fun. Hoping the Eagles win their 11th straight. McNamara fakes the handoff, drops back, throws deep. That's going to be intercepted. Bo Frailer with the pick. And Tyler Onyedem is going to go down with an injury. Chaotic play. Fraden was beaten for a deep ball touchdown on the last drive, but he gets his comeuppance here. Or he gets his revenge, redemption, whatever. Gets an interception, and Iowa State is suddenly in business. But they've got a long way to go if they want to turn this turnover into points. Beck fakes the handoff. Wants to go deep again. He does, but it's only a short pass to Carson Hansen, and it's a first down. Hansen's a little disoriented there. You have to hope that Tyler Onyedem is okay. Iowa didn't really know how to cover the short running back pass. Not many teams do. They kind of just let that play happen. Here's a run to Beck probably. Nope, he's just going to drop back, throw it to the sideline. It's going to be caught by number 18 out of bounds. Benjamin Brahmer's 2nd catch of the game, and it's another Iowa State first down. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. And this game has all the chaos of a rivalry, which you love to see. You love to see some accuracy there. Becht fakes the handoff, runs it himself. Can he get to another first down? He can, and a whole lot more than that. Rocco Becht has pulled the Cyclones into field goal range of the 36-yard line. A fantastic run. Iowa was not ready to defend that whatsoever. Deontay Craig was totally turned the wrong way. Now it's going to be 1st and 10, probably the last play of the first quarter here. Becht throws deep. That's going to be caught. And that's a nope. They're going to call that just short. That's Jalen Noel making the catch. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. So let's get ready to wave, folks. Here we go. Hi! Everybody doing the wave. They licensed their correct song and everything. This is great. Hope you're having a good Sunday. I know I am. I know I'm going to be. We're right at Christmas. It's a good time. I'm just going to let this run all the way to the end. They get the animations right. Everybody's waving. It's just so much love from the developers to get that tradition right. You love to see it. 2nd and inches now for Iowa State. It's going to be a fake handoff. Becht wants to go deep. Instead, throws short for the first down. And the tight end's going to stay in bounds up to the 14-yard line. That's Gabe Burkle, the backup tight end, with some great footwork to make that play happen. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Cyclones. Hands it off to Hansen on the inside, and he gets pretty much nothing. He's bottled up Nick Jackson, one of the main guys in the Iowa defense, to shut that down. And it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cyclones here. Becht gets everybody set up. Pointing out defenders. It's another run. Nope, it's a read option this time. And he's able to cut back to the middle and pick up about 3 yards. Iowa does a better job of shutting off the edge that time so that Becht couldn't get outside. And he wanted to. And he had the wherewithal to cut back inside instead of just getting trucked as soon as he went out there. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 10. Iowa State comes out in the empty set. Becht throws to the end zone. That is incomplete. He couldn't get it to his man. This is going to be a short and dangerous field goal attempt from 27 yards. For Iowa State's kicker, it's Kyle Conradi. Gonna kick this one and see if he can convert. 27. Snap, hold, kick is good. And Iowa State takes a 10-7 lead in this ball game. I mean, they have every single reason to believe they can win. They dominated the Big 12 all year. They went on an early undefeated run in the regular season and then lost a couple crucial games. They have a great blackout jersey, so I would love to see somebody visit Iowa State's stadium in Ames. But the Iowa Hawkeyes have home field advantage. They have a fantastic defense. It's going to be a very difficult fight for Iowa State to win this thing, but they had the lead in the second quarter, so every sign is pointing to them possibly pulling this off. It's going to drop back, and Caleb Johnson's taken down at the 18-yard line. McNamara under center. Plenty of defenders in the box here to try and stop Caleb Johnson. They do hand it off to him. Johnson's going to break free a little bit and pick up 9 yards. He's just a workhorse running back. He's gotten a lot of carries in their first 2 games. Let's take a look at his stats real quick. Whoopsie. Let's try that again. Yeah, Caleb Johnson, 41 carries for 239 yards and 2 touchdowns coming into this tournament. Or coming into this game against Iowa State. They go to Johnson again. He gets the first down and a lot more. Past the 30 up to the 32-yard line. This is also due to Iowa having a fantastic offensive line. The starters listed on the depth chart, at least. Actually, there's a lot of discrepancies. There's not much of a point in pointing those guys out. 1st and 10 from the 32 for Iowa. McNamara. It's another run to Johnson. He tries to go up the middle, and number 33 and 26 are able to make that stop. That's Jack Sadowski, the 5th, and another defender yet to be named who's able to help with the stop. Might have been Drew Surges, I'm not sure. 2nd and 7 now for Iowa. McNamara throws short. That's going to be caught on the outside. Beautiful juke move by number 28. That's Kamari Moulton, the other running back, who's able to make something out of nothing. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Hawkeyes here. They're down by 3. They need to respond. I'm not sure what this animation is for their fans. They're all like doing wavy porn hands. I don't really know what the vibe is there. 3rd and 5. McNamara throws, slings it outside. That's Luke Lachey making the catch for a 1st down. Those of you who are wondering, we still have 3 active playoff teams. Even after the 1st round, Texas was the only one that played. They took care of business against Clemson, so we still have Oregon, Texas, and Boise State active on in that real-life tournament. McNamara to Johnson. And he wanted to break that tackle so bad, but it's a great open field tackle by number 3, Jontez Williams, making the stop for Iowa State. So now it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Hawkeyes. They're at midfield. They just keep pushing forward. They're running a lot of time here. McNamara sends a man in motion. He's going to hand it off to Johnson, and Johnson pushes forward and makes it 3rd and 3. That is some grown man strength right there. Pushing Malik Verdon back for 4 yards and making it 3rd and 3. And that's right within the zone where he can get that with a run. Iowa not a huge fan of the pass. They'll do it if it's necessary. They love throwing to Caden Wetchen. He sets up in the slot here on 3rd and 3. McNamara will throw. Wide open to Luke Lachey, and that's another 1st down. And Jack Sadowski, the 5th, is hurt for Iowa State. Wasn't able to check in on if Tyler Onyedem has come back into the game, but that's a tough injury for the Cyclones to handle here. And that'll be 1st and 10. McNamara under center. Goes to Johnson again. He goes up the middle. Tries to break past Frailer. He's able to pick up 7 on that run. It's just such a blessing. Like such a gift when you can count on your run game to just consistently push you forward. It's almost impossible to stop an offense like that. Especially if they have open tight end routes to the sideline and they have foolproof ways to get 1st downs. It's a great strategy for Iowa. They go to Johnson again, and he gets another 1st down to the 28-yard line. They're in business, in field goal range, and that is the 2-minute timeout here at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line for McNamara. He's under pressure. That is a massive sack. A 12-yard loss. Bo Frailer is your defensive MVP so far in this game. An interception and now a huge sack to push Iowa way outside field goal range. Came in unblocked. Nobody knew how to stop him, and McNamara is dropped. It'll be 2nd and 22 for the Hawkeyes here. McNamara gets set up in the shotgun. He waits, fakes the handoff, under pressure, launches a deep ball, and that is knocked away. Crazy, crazy effort by Jeremiah Cooper to get back to the ball because Wetchen was wide open for a walk-in touchdown. And Cooper just like, oh, no, and came back and knocked that ball away. They won't show the replay. They should, but they won't. 3rd and 22. McNamara waiting. Behind midfield, still waiting. Throwing deep. That is going to be caught for a 1st down. Luke Lachey. And he can only cover for so long. Iowa's offensive line just holding down the fort. making sure none of that three-man pressure ever got close to McNamara. He just took more and more time and found a little window for Luke Lachey. First down and 10 to the 11. 1 minute to go in the first half. McNamara throws short. It's going to be number 15 making the catch for a 6-yard gain. That is Reese Vanderzee making the catch for Iowa. That's a timeout for the Hawkeyes with 55 seconds to go. Not sure why they called a timeout there. McNamara throws short to the end zone and missed his target. It's a brutal throw by McNamara. It'll set up 3rd and 4 from the 5. Iowa State definitely has the advantage from here on out. A little too far to attempt the run. A pass will be difficult, and a field goal is almost impossible from this short. Wetchin's open in the slot. McNamara throws to the left to the end zone and missed him again. He could not connect with Luke Lachey. It'll be 4th and 4. Now Iowa can attempt a game-tying field goal here with 49 seconds to go in the first half. But it's a close field goal. Can Drew Stevens come through in the clutch for the Hawkeyes? Snap, hold, kick is good. He converts from short range. It was a 22-yard kick, and he's able to make it go through. Drew Stevens comes through when his team needs him, and we are tied at 10. And you have a feeling this game's just going to go the distance. There goes the kick. The fly back, and Iowa State will take the knee. They have all 3 timeouts in 46 seconds to either get into field goal range or score a quick touchdown. Becht under pressure, and he lost the ball. It's recovered by Iowa. Oh, no. Aaron Graves with the recovery. I think it might have been Yaya Black who forced the fumble. And a absolutely horrible turn of events here for Iowa State. It was Deontay Craig who got back there and forced the fumble on Becht. It definitely was a fumble recovered by Aaron Graves. Huge mistake by Rocco Becht, and now Iowa can take a 17-10 lead into halftime. McNamara under pressure, throws to the end zone. That's going to be dropped. Big time hit there by Darian Porter, forcing 2nd and goal for the 9. 39 seconds to go here. Got somebody in the chat. I'll have to check to see what that is, but I'm far away from my phone, so I can't quite see. 2nd and goal. McNamara in the shotgun. McNamara waits. Throws short. That's going to be caught by Luke Lachey, but it goes out of bounds. 3rd and goal from the 7. High pressure situation for Iowa. If they can convert this into points, that would be a huge deal going into halftime. 34 seconds to go. McNamara floats it out of the back of the end zone. Another goal line stand for Iowa State. Their defense is coming up huge in the clutch, keeping their offense in this ball game after a catastrophic fumble by Rocco Becht in the red zone. So 4th and goal. It's another field goal attempt for Drew Stevens. Let's see if he can give them the lead here. Snap, hold, kick from 24 is good. And Iowa takes a 13-10 lead in this ballgame. They benefit from a huge strip sack, recovery by Aaron Graves, Deontay Craig with a forced fumble, but their offense does absolutely nothing with it. And then Drew Stevens able to convert into points. So they go from being down 10-7 to being up 13-10 at the half. Iowa State still has all 3 timeouts, but only 27 seconds to work with. We'll see if they can make anything happen here at the end of this first half. Or they can avoid another turnover and just take a knee. But that would give the ball right back to Iowa for their 3rd possession in about a minute of game time. Kick return goes out to the 23. And they will set up and try and make a play happen. They've got press coverage across the board here. Becht throws short, caught, And they will call a timeout with 18 seconds to go, so they're going to try and make something happen here. I guess it's a good idea. Here's 2nd and 2 for the Cyclones. Back in the empty set. They're not running press coverage this time. Throws. That's going to be caught. It's another timeout for Iowa. They only have one left. Back to the shotgun on 1st and 10. 14 seconds to go. He wants to go deep. And he just barely gets it off. That's going to fall harmlessly to the turf. 2nd and 10. Looked like he might have had somebody open, but Iowa was able to bring in their pass rush and shut that play down. So it's 2nd and 10 here. Back under pressure, rolls out, throws short. That's going to be caught. But short of the first down, they will call one more timeout here. With 3 seconds to go, they're way outside field goal range. This is going to be a Hail Mary attempt for the Cyclones. Becht, all-out blitz. He's under pressure. That throw is going to be almost intercepted. And that'll end the first half. Iowa leads 13-10, and now they will get the ensuing kickoff and try and stretch this to a 10-point lead. Or at least a 6-point lead. We'll see what they can do. There goes the kick. It'll be returned by the Hawkeyes from the 5, out past the 20, up to the 22. So here comes Cade McNamara in the offense. They have struggled mightily in the red zone today, but they've been able to move the ball to the red zone, which is good to see. McNamara throws a screen to number 5. It's Jacob Gill, who's had a couple big plays, and Sadowski's hurt again. I think he bruised his rib in the first half, had to come out, and now he gets hurt once again. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Hawkeyes. Cyclones now missing their starting middle linebacker. It's a run to Johnson. Johnson tries to take advantage of the backup in the game, but Iowa State's able to stand strong. Cooper Ebel's able to come in and make the stop, as well as number 25, Trevon Howard. So it's 3rd and 5. Let's see if the Cyclone defense can make another huge stop here and get the ball back for their struggling offense. McNamara under center. This is probably a run to Johnson. But instead it's a pass. McNamara throws deep, wide open Luke Lachey. He has been their most popular target by a wide margin. Lachey gets the catch up to the 39 for an Iowa first down. It's a good throw at McNamara. Nobody covered him. They were going wide zone, and he just set up right in that pocket where he knew they weren't going to be. It's a first down for the Hawkeyes. It's a run to Johnson. He tries to get outside. Oh my God! Lowering his shoulder with a huge hit. Another 9-yard gain for Caleb Johnson. That was a violent collision on that play. Huge collision there. Just obliterating Jontez Williams on the play. McNamara sends him in motion. He's going to handle Johnson again, and Johnson gets the first down and a lot more than that. He's tackled forward up to the 44-yard line, and Iowa is back in business. Let's take a look at the map real quick. If they win this game, they're going to be able to make their logo so big. Not huge, because they're kind of running into Lake Superior a little bit, but they'll certainly be able to make it larger. 1st and 10. Send Wetchen in motion. It's a push pass to Wetchen. He goes outside, and that is a great job setting the edge by the Iowa State defender to make that only a 1-yard pickup. Wetchen has run the ball. He's caught the ball. He's thrown a pass in this game, or in this tournament. He's kind of their Christian McCaffrey. It's 2nd and 9 here for the Hawkeyes. It's another push pass. No, they fake it this time to Wetchen. McNamara under pressure, throwing deep, wide open, touchdown. Reese Vandersnee gets the score, and Iowa's going to go up 10 in this ballgame. Caleb Johnson doing jumping jacks in the background, and then comes in to congratulate his teammate after he does the Dame Time celebration. Reese Vanderzee gets open on the deep ball. Doesn't really look like anyone was covering him seriously. It's a huge mistake in the coverage there. Their second deep ball touchdown of the game, and Iowa's going to go up 20-10 here. And here is Drew Stevens for another field goal, for another extra point attempt. The kick is good. 7 plays, 78 yards, and that is how you open the second half. Iowa State has their work cut out for them. They need to try and get a touchdown here to keep pace with an Iowa offense that's suddenly producing at a very high level. They'll return this kick to the 5, 10, 15, 20. It's a good return past the 20-yard line to the 24. And now Rocco Beck steps out with his offense down by 10 points. There's the running back in motion. They'll pass on first down. Flips it out. That's going to be caught by Hansen. And he gets a first down out to the 38-yard line. Defender could not set the edge here. He completely whiffed. Very, very bad angle by the defender. Setting up 1st and 10 from the 38 for Iowa State. Deontay Craig had a beat on the quarterback, but could not make it happen. A good block from Jalen Noel. Beck hands it off to Hansen. Hansen gets outside again, sets the edge, but that's a good play by number 27 for Iowa to shut that down. That's Jamari Harris, the graduate. He's able to get in there and hold that to a 4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Cyclones. Beck drops back in the shotgun. He's under pressure, and he is sacked. Aaron Graves with a huge sack, a loss of 11. And this will be 3rd and 17 for the Cyclones. They are deep in trouble now. It's going to have to be a deep ball. They haven't connected on a lot of those today. That's just a great play by Aaron Graves. For some reason, they couldn't really hold a block on him. And Iowa's narrowing in on their 3rd victory of Imperialism here. Finally eliminating their rival after 107 episodes. 3rd and 17. Backed under pressure again. They throw the screen. Can he get his blockers? No. Abu Sama III is spun out of bounds for only a 3-yard gain. And Iowa State will be forced to punt here. It's going to be Tyler Perkins sending it into the Iowa afternoon sky. And that return is not very far for Wetjen. So we 1st and 10 from the 29 now for Iowa. One more touchdown puts this game immediately into Super Sim. Hand it out to Johnson. He had a lead blocker, but he outran him. And that'll only be a 2-yard pickup. Just got to go with a Le'Veon Bell strategy right there. Let your blocker make the block. Like, if you don't let him do his job, what is he even out there to do? You know? 2nd and 8 from the 32 for Iowa. They're in ultra spread formation. McNamara throws deep. He's got a man there again. It's Caden Wetjen up to the 47-yard line. Another Iowa first down. Their fans are absolutely loving this. I mean, they've got a great territory. They do share a pretty big border with Michigan, but it's manageable. And they're bordering Canada, so if they're landed on, they have a pretty high chance of not playing at all. McNamara drops back. Throws deep. That'll be a diving completion. First catch of the game for Addison Estrenga. And it's a huge one. Up to the 38-yard line. They're in field goal range. They keep pushing this game out there. 1st and 10 for the for the Hawkeyes here. McNamara with press coverage outside. He hands it off to Johnson. And Johnson's taken down for no gain. That might have been Tyler Onyedem outside. He was injured early. And I think he's back into the game here. 2nd and 10, about a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Iowa State has to try and get the ball back here, but it's going to be a 13-point ball game if Iowa can make a field goal from this distance. It's a fake to Johnson. McNamara rolls out, throws deep, caught. Estrenga once again is pushed short of the first down. Frailer once again making the stop. He's been their best defensive player today. Now it's 3rd and inches. Iowa converts this, and they are in just paradise. Close field goal range. They can run more clock. Caleb Johnson gets the first down up to the 23-yard line. They tried to force a fumble, but Johnson held on. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 23 for the Hawkeyes here, as we approach what will probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Iowa taking care of business. They don't want a crazy situation like the Minnesota game. They just want an easy, no-stress victory. McNamara throws deep. Caught. That's Luke Lachey. We've had some connection issues with him today, but he gets that catch for a first down. And that will likely bring us to the 4th quarter. And if Iowa gets a touchdown, we're just going to skip straight to Super Sim and finish out this stream. That is the end of the 3rd. And Iowa's in the red zone, looking to put this game on ice. Not many players in the box here. They're going to hand it off to Johnson to the left side. But that's a fantastic tackle for loss for Tyler Onyedem, making it 2nd and 11 now for the Hawkeyes. Their red zone defense has been the stuff of legend. That's why Iowa has been attempting deep balls from outside the red zone, and they've worked, but they haven't tried it here. So now they're forced to score from short range. It's another run to Johnson. He's stuck, but he gets to the 10, and he's taken down to the 8-yard line. It's a good run to make it 3rd and 5. But it's a relatively good short yardage play from Iowa State. 3rd and 5 from the 8-yard line here for their defense. Playing with everything on the line here. Their Imperialism existence in the balance. McNamara throws to the end zone. Dropped by Luke Lachey. They went to him again despite the fact that they can't find a connection in the end zone. And instead it'll be a field goal attempt for the Hawkeyes to make it a 13-point ball game. Drew Stevens out to get his 3rd field goal of the game. Can he convert? From 25. Snap, hold, kick is good. And now if Iowa State cannot score in this possession, we will go to Super Sim and finish out this episode early. It's another good kick. He has been rock solid. 11 points today. That might be, I think 13 points is the overall record. Drew Stevens, 11 points. They'll bring up to 25 points total, which is good for 6th overall in terms of Imperialism kickers. There goes the kick. Returnable out to the 15. And it's a relatively good return for Iowa State. But now, this is their final reckoning. Rocco Beck steps out in the shotgun. They need points. Ideally, a touchdown. He throws deep on the first play. That is going to be caught for a first down out to the 36-yard line. That's Jaden Higgins making the catch for a big-time first down for Iowa State. Threw it short, found the opening, and it's not great coverage from Deshaun Lee. Here's 1st and 10 now for the Cyclones. 5.5 minutes to go. Becht drops back under pressure, throws the screen to Sama, and Sama's able to pick up 9 yards there for a much easier 2nd and 1. The fans are a little antsy, but they're pretty confident that their defense can make the stop here and get a 4th game eventually for Iowa. Becht on 2nd and 1. He's under pressure again. Throws deep. That's going to be caught. Number 13 almost broke through the defense there. That's Jalen Noel with a huge reception up to the 28, and Iowa State is officially in business. But a field goal doesn't really help them here. They technically have enough time to make it worth their while, but they really need a touchdown to try and put the pressure on the Hawkeyes to make something happen on the offense on the other side. Press coverage here from the 28. Becht wants to throw deep. He does throw deep. That is going to be knocked away. little bit of contact beforehand by the Iowa defenders, but whatever. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 28 now for the Hawkeyes. Back to the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, fake the handoff, wants to go deep, instead throws to the sideline. It's caught by the tight end. I believe that's Steve Klotz with his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 6. This is the moment. Iowa State absolutely has to convert here. They can't really settle for a field goal. The CPU might, but that would be a bad decision with only 4 minutes to go. Back to the pistol in 3rd and 6. They hand it. No, it's a play fake. Beck waits, rolls out, throws to the sideline, out of bounds. And now you have a choice to make. 4 minutes to go, down by 13. It's still a 2-possession game, even if you make this field goal. So you kind of have to go for it here. What does the coach decide to do? They will go for it. This is the ball game right here. 5 wide receiver set for Iowa State. Rocco Becht in the empty set. They rush 4. Becht throws to the end zone. That is going to be caught out of bounds. They don't convert, and we will go to Super Sim. Just go to controller select here. We're going to watch this run play and then just take it right to Super Sim. McNamara hands it off to Johnson. He tries to go up the middle. Takes it back to the right and only for 1 yard. We're going to take over and go to Super Sim. (31-17), and that is the end of the game. Iowa wins their 3rd match of Imperialism. They eliminate their most hated rival, and the Big 12 loses one of their best remaining teams. Iowa State is gone, and the Hawkeyes will take their territory and continue to expand their logo in one of the largest territories in the country. Cade McNamara, your MVP, 260 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 to Wetjen, and another one to Reese Vanderzee. The deep ball won them this game. Well, it was a crucial strip sack at the end of the first half. Iowa State had a crazy fumble return touchdown. Wetjen had a deep ball touchdown. Let's go to the map. They sing the alma mater right to that children's hospital. Let's go to the map. Oof. Iowa State. It was an entertaining game at least, but you only ended up scoring 17 points and only 10 during regular sims. That's just not enough. Bye-bye. Much. How big can we make this logo? Here it makes the logo complex. How do we do this? We're gonna pull this down here. Lowest we can make it is like right there. Expand up. A little further. Now it's about right. All right. So that territory is now set. I'll zoom in a little bit more here so you can see the map a little more clearly. These are the last 27 remaining teams. Iowa is now bordering Boise State, Missouri, and Michigan, but they have that northern border up to Canada in case they do get landed on later. But we're going to see a lot of collapses of huge empires coming up as we continue this series. This will go all the way until January 20th, National Championship Day, where if we have some teams with extra lives going in, it could end up being a very, very long stream. which could be a lot of fun. I have the day off work, so I have all the time in the world to be able to pull that off. These are your last 27. We're going to do another episode tomorrow night, and I will see y'all then.